was the premise? The premise, well, Nomeo was about to go to the big city and he met this girl named Shaniqua. And that's it. I wouldn't watch it.
Have you guys seen Nomeo?
I'm here, big boy.
Oh. What?
This just got personal.
Right.
And scene.
Okay, now it's my turn.
It's your turn, Vic.
The moment you all have been hating for. Guys, my therapist died last week.
Aww.
I know, it sucks because now I have no one to talk to about it. It's awful. We were making jokes earlier about me being on dating websites, and it's true. And I actually, while I was at work the other day, met a lady. I didn't talk to her. Some of you were like, oh, maybe. Nope. I didn't talk to her because I was at work, and I work with school groups, and so she was a teacher, she was at work too. So I couldn't just be like, kids, shut up, you, give me your number. I can't do that. It's not allowed. I could, I shouldn't. Well, I'd like to keep my job. That's really important to me. And I always joke around, you know, I work with kids, and, hold on, let me say that again. I work with kids. No, shh, no, guys, shh. Do you hear that? That's the sound of eggs dropping, just. He's good with children! Poof!
No.
I've worked with kids for 5 years. I don't think I want kids anymore. That's the sound of all of them getting sucked right back in. I don't really, I like what I have what I call part-time children. I only see them for a little bit, then I go, get home, I want to go out. I don't want to. I'm on 3 different dating websites. Not going to tell you which one they are, because half the guys in here are now going to make fake profiles and try to find me. No, I'm not a Christian Mingle.
Farmers only.
So that would be an option. I do live in Manuka. But the thing like with dating websites, see, I'm really bad at talking to women in person. And most people are like, oh, so you're probably really good on the internet. No, I'm even worse. Because it took me 30 minutes last week to write a 1-paragraph message to a lady. 30 minutes, it was nothing but, oh no, that's creepy. Delete, 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 delete. What about this brooch? Nah, that's too, like, blasé. And I'll delete, 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 delete. Hi, sent. It's about as far as I get. I've decided that, like, any woman that will talk to me is either in a relationship or I haven't met her yet. She hasn't been scared away. And like, I know you walked in with somebody, I know you, and you're with your mom, I guess. Which makes me wonder, who talked who into coming to this? Who was like, I heard there's a comedy show at JJC. Let's go! It's fucking weird. Now she knows who to avoid after the show. She knows exactly who to stay far, far away from.
Sorry.
I don't believe in segues, so here we go. You guys heard about Amazon? They want to have those drones, right? They're going to use drones in the future to deliver things. And they say, now we can deliver anything, anywhere. No, you can't, Amazon, because if you do that, things are about to get really confusing in the Middle East. Is it a good drone or a bad drone? I don't know. Paul, did you order a box of condoms again? I don't know, but either way, it's going to prevent fertility. No one is going to be surprised when 90% of Honey Boo Boo's family dies of a heart attack. No one's gonna. That mother is gigantic. She makes a thing called sketty. Raise your hand if you know what sketty is.
Unfortunately.
Right? For those of you that don't know, it's spaghetti noodles with a mixture of butter and ketchup poured on top of it. That is a coronary waiting to happen. That you're just begging for something awful to happen on the inside of your body. The only one that's not gigantic is the dad, who looks like if the Beast from Beauty and the Beast just got anorexic. He's just like this weird Billy Goat looking guy. And then there's like the daughter who's like 16, but she got pregnant at like 16. So that whole family is just bad decision making. Sketty and teenage pregnancy. They're all gonna die of heart attacks, she's gonna get an STD. It's just how... That hit too close to home for some people? Oh, he brought up STDs. I have, I caught Stone Temple Pilots the other day. It's STP. I have all the STPs. All their albums, every single one.
You're done with this.
No, I'm not. No, okay. I have a terrible memory. For instance, this morning, I could not remember if I shampooed my hair or not while I was still in the shower. I literally, standing in the shower, letting the water soak over me, and thought to myself, did I shampoo my hair yet? And I honestly couldn't remember, so for 5 minutes I sat there doing this. My hands don't smell like shampoo. Maybe it washed off. There'd be some trace. No, it's not long enough, not long enough. I have the memory of a goldfish. I wake up every morning and go, whoa, this side of the bowl's new. I haven't seen that before. But I have like an insane long-term memory. I can remember like stuff from when I was a kid. Like when my brother cut his earlobe open on a tree. Yeah! Oh, my brother, well, we'll start this off by saying my parents have weird hobbies. My dad is, my mom's a storm chaser, which means when the sirens go off, she's out the door, in the car, and on the road. Safe. And my dad's a falconer, and for those of you that don't know what that is, it's like for people that think hunting is too easy. Like, I'm gonna catch a bird. Bear with me. I am then going to train the bird. That could easily rip my own face off. I am then going to take the bird out into the wild and encourage it to do exactly what it would do in the nature. Also, I refer to nature as the nature. Things that I do. My old house had this big valley behind it with a bunch of trees and stuff in the center, with wide open spaces as well, and we would play war, which is pretty much, I grabbed a bigger stick than you. Bam, bam, I got you. No, you didn't. No, man. I actually used to do a terrible thing where I would shake up pop cans, pop the tap open a little bit, just chuck it like a grenade. It would hit the floor and poof, spray over everybody, and the bees were out, so it just, oh no! They're gonna get me! My brother had a bad habit, still does, of turning his body before he turns his head. So he's facing this way, and he goes, like he's like a runway model, just like, and he starts running. So he's like, ah, and then he turns his head, and a twig from a tree went right through his earlobe. Yeah, I know. Right? The doctor in the ER offered to leave it open a little bit so that he could pierce his ear. Just have it that way. But I was like, no, I don't want to be gay, because that's apparently how you become gay when you're like 10. And my dad was about to go on a hunting trip, and he didn't want to deal with this. So I bring my brother up to the house, we get him inside, and my dad goes, all right, grab a paper towel, hold his head over the sink. We're gonna wait till Mom gets home. Mom pulls in. Doesn't even get out of the car. And I was the one that had to go tell Mom that you need to take Brian to the hospital. And I gave no further details. At all. Which is exactly what a mother wants to hear from her elder son. Mom, you gotta take Brian to the hospital. Why? I don't know! The pressure! My parents are fun. Telling your parents you're going to be a comedian is a lot like going, hey mom, dad, I'm going to stay in your basement for the next 4 to 5 years. Is that okay? Is that cool with you guys? I'm just going to hang out down here for a while and be lonely and write my thoughts down. These were real thoughts, by the way. I went in high school. I accidentally. This is a real thing, by the way. I accidentally farted in a midget's face. Accidentally. I was leaving my class. It wasn't Jimmy. I was walking down the hallway. Free. I was just like, all right, it's crowded. There's a lot of noise going on. I can fart, and no one's gonna notice. I am set. So I just let loose. And then I heard coming from behind me, and I turned around, and it was like the one midget in my school, like this tall. She's got a face full of it. It's right behind him. And I turned around and went, oh shit, fuck, and ran. I was like, I don't want to deal with this situation anymore. And that's the kid I sat next to in graduation. And I'm pretty sure he remembered who I was. Because he didn't say a word to me. He was just like, fuck yeah. Got me back. He had to get on the step stool first. Oh! I went there. My last joke for you tonight is about, we started with my dating life, we're gonna end with my dating life. Because both are sad. It all starts for me in high school. I had been seeing this girl off and on for a couple of years. We're going out. And one day during the summer, she was a year older than I was, so she had graduated high school. One day during the summer, my parents were going on vacation. And they were leaving me at home. So I was like, yes, girlfriend over, no parents, boom, let's do this. I'm 17, naive, I know. She comes over, I made spaghetti because I'm a gentleman. We watched a movie because I didn't want to rush things. I convinced her to have sex with me. Thanks, guys. I had to give it, I was like, no, seriously, it's a good idea. I ended up just banging her head against the wall for 5 seconds. I don't know what it was. Now, it wasn't my first time, but it's the first time I'd ever done that with someone I had been dating, someone I had feelings for, so it was special to me. And so the next day, I texted her, and I was like, hey, do you want to come over? Do that again, that was a blast. And she was like, no. I'm going away to college soon. Probably not a good idea. Now, a normal person would have been like, I am not good at that. But instead, first thought that ran through my head, I am never making spaghetti ever again for a date. Any kind of pasta, out of the door. And I dated a girl in college who I had blackmailed into going out with me, essentially, via a weird clown laugh that I used to do. We had dressed up as Halloween characters during Halloween, obviously, in our dorm building at my college that I was at. And my floor mates had dressed me up as a clown, but they didn't know about me, as I get really into character when I do stuff like this. And I remember sitting there, and I used to like that kind of thing. And I remember this kid walked in, sees me, hears me, and just goes, "Bruh," and leaves. He's just like, I didn't know. And Abby hated it too. She's never going to hear this, I'm going to use her name. She hated it too, and I would do it so much that eventually she was like, fine, I'll go out with you. Right? 6 months later, she comes, sees me, says, hey, I'm going up to the city to see my parents. Do you want to come with? I said, yes. You're laughing at that part? I said yes. I said yes. I should not have said yes.
Yes. No.
Because her parents loved me. It was fantastic. It was great. But apparently, she was some kind of hidden rebel person I did not know about, and was like, oh no, they like him. Like, get rid of him, get rid of him, get rid of him. And on the way back to school, 15 minutes away from campus, we weren't even there yet, she broke up with me, and I honestly thought about doing like a Bruce Willis and Die Hard barrel roll just out of the car. Just like, peace. And I hadn't really been in a serious relationship since then, and that was 4 years ago. I did, this past September, go on a couple dates with a lovely lady. I say that now. It was great. We went to dinner, some movies, things like that. It was fun. And then one day, I said, come over to my place. We'll watch a movie, we'll hang out, we'll have a good time. I wasn't going to say it. And so she came over. Now I should say that my bedroom is in my parents' basement, so we're already off to a really bad start. This is not going to end well for little Ovi. It's not as bad as it sounds. It's like an apartment without a kitchen. I have a bedroom, I have a bathroom, I have my own living room. I have literally a stove and a refrigerator away from a garden level apartment. In my parents' basement. So she comes over, we go downstairs, I go into my bedroom to grab the movie. She follows me into my bedroom, sees my twin-sized bed and goes, oh, that's not gonna work. Now, like I've said before, a normal person would have been like, why don't we go find out? But I'm not normal. And I said, wait, sex was on the table tonight? Needless to say, did you just go, aye, aye. Oh, God. Oh, no. Needless to say, after that, sex was no longer on the table. And I didn't even make spaghetti that night, so I don't know what the hell happened. Thank you guys, you've been great. Thank you for coming out tonight. April 18th at the Joliet Bakery, we have a stand-up showcase going on, 821 Plainfield Road. If you guys are doing anything that Friday night, it is Good Friday, so I hope you're either an atheist or Jewish. You have no reason not to come out if you are. We'll have plenty of comics there. Myself, Roger will be there, Jim will be there. It's going to be a really good night. We're also taking donations for our Hilarity for Charity event that we're kind of doing to raise money for what exactly?
Alzheimer's Association.
I forgot it already. What were we? I love before. Oh, we should do a show there because I can just tell the same jokes every week and no, it'll all be new to them. So those are some things we have coming up. When's our next show here?
Here?
We have a date for you yet?
I think it was early May. Was it May 2nd?
Our next show is early May. So,
What I would say is go on the Facebook group Wild Cards of Comedy.
Yes.
And we also have an off-campus show tomorrow if you're available to make it too.
at Long Shots, right?
Long Shots. Yep. Yep. That's a stand-up show that's east of Larkin on Jefferson. So, and we'll be
So I
there at
expect to
7.
see you two specifically, mom and daughter. You come hang out at Long Shots. You come hang out at the Drunken Donut.
Bonding for funny.
That's right! Some bonding situations will be great. Again, thank you all for coming out tonight. I hope you had a wonderful time. I know I did, our performers did. Give it up for them again, guys. And drive safe.
Thank you, Otter.
Again, if you have a smartphone, you can check out Wild Cards of Comedy and follow us. Just check it out. We're on Facebook.
Exhausted. Do you want to do the review? I was just reading, okay, I know they're here. And then we can